Hey everyone, it's Jackelwolf coming at you with a state of the channel address. This is going to be a monthly update of the channel. I'm going to try to cover what I have done recently as well as plans and thoughts on where I might be going. First up though, I want to wish everybody a very, very happy Canada Day. This is July 1st, or at least this should be posted on July 1st. So I've thrown on my Canada Day shirt, being very patriotic for a Canadian. That's probably about the extent of our patriotism. But for the state of the address for our channel, I've got a couple of ideas I want to run down. First up, I'm going to talk a little bit about the upcoming schedule. It looks like Sundays and Wednesdays are going to be my sort of Minecraft series days, my Sky Factory 3 Minecraft series days. So Sunday is probably going to be Chicken Run. Wednesdays are probably going to be the 5 minutes. That's how I did it. Reason I chose them in that order is I generally have a lot more time on the weekend to edit. So it's easier for me to get something out on a Sunday. The 5 minutes videos are relatively easy to edit. So I can do that on a weekday after work as long as I'm not too busy. That is really the key to getting more than 4 videos out a week, is how much time I've got on my weeknights to maybe throw 1 or 2 more out there. Most of my recording, but almost 90% of my recording is done on the weekend, unless I'm recording with Creative Kitty, and then we might do a weeknight recording session. 5 minute series, we are working on a wither farm. First, I've just recently uploaded getting some wood, so we got to get some wither skeletons. We got to get some wither skeleton heads. That's something I can actually farm in Sky Factory 3, so that's going to be the next step. But the ultimate goal, and it's probably might even be August before we get to it, is going to be a actual wither farm. Chicken Run, we are moving forward. We've just recently got our gold chicken. Still working on the tier 2 of the chicken condo. I've got to try to decide what other chickens I want to go for next. I've got quite a few options now. Now the breeding, I'm sort of into the breeding. I'm away from the crafting. There's 1 or 2 others I have to craft, but I've got a little bit more work I got to do on them. So keep an eye out for those ones. One thing with Chicken Run, we are short on names for chickens. I've been trying to come up with an idea. I might start a link on Reddit with a list of all the names that we've already got, as well as all the chickens that don't have names. I'll put that in the links below, maybe on my Twitter page or whatever. Just because it's tough to go through every episode and list off all the guys we don't have names for, because it is a fairly long list. We probably only got about half of the chickens named. But I mean, that's more of a fun thing. It's not critical to the series, but I do enjoy getting names from people, and I've got some really, really unique ones as well. Mondays and Fridays are going to be the Minecraft Hardcore Challenge. This is a fun little series that I've only just started doing, but I'm having a lot of fun. It is a great community. I'll be honest with you, they're probably some of my best watched videos, and I think mainly because the community is very, very supportive. And certainly I was just looking just recently, of my top 10, 7 are Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, and they've only been doing them for the month. I've got my, the top video is still the magmatic generator, which is from the 5 minutes. That's how I did it. It's a tough one to beat. It keeps getting watches. I'm really, really happy about that. There's one other 5 minute in there, and then I believe it was the Sims 4 Wakfu character creation for the Sadly Grow family. So I'm not trying not to put too much emphasis on the numbers, but it is interesting when I start a new series that's been very, very well watched. It's also got some of my best watch time average. I can't remember, there's probably a better way of saying that, but which is good. It makes me feel good knowing that a lot of people are watching the full videos. Though any time I get is time towards watch time. So I'm certainly not complaining. You managed to put in 1 or 2 minutes. I mean, that's 1 or 2 minutes more than I had before you guys started watching. So everything is appreciated. Thursdays are now the Stardew Valley multiplayer with Charlie Donut, who is my wife. She picked some of the most interesting names. Creative Kitty wasn't really interested in it, though. I got a feeling if my wife and I keep playing it, she's going to want to get involved as well. But that's for the future. We'll see how that goes about. But having a lot of fun in this. I've only ever played a few multiplayer games with my wife. I've never recorded video with her. It is her first recording. She was very nervous the first one, but I think as the series goes on, she gets a little bit more comfortable. Saturdays are going to be the Great Green North vlogs. I am enjoying doing this one. It's one of those long-term ones. I think it's something I got to build an audience on. Though while I'm not getting a lot of watches, I am getting it's above average watch time on it. Right now, channel's sitting at about just over 4 minutes watch time for the last 28 days. And that's about what I'm getting on these garden vlogs. Some episodes are getting more, some episodes are getting less. It doesn't help with the 5-minute videos that they're only 5 minutes. A lot of people will only get about 2 minutes into it. But I mean, that is 50% watch time on those, so I'm not complaining about that either. But I'm going to continue with the garden ones on the Saturdays. I am about 2 weeks behind from when I'm recording from when I'm posting. Part of that is giving me a little bit of a buffer. If I get a bad weather weekend and I can't get a video done, at least I know I'm not going to have a break in that video. Plus, like I said, I will be driving out to BC for the last weekend of August, and I will potentially lose 2 weekends because I'll leave on a Saturday and we'll come back on a Sunday. So it could be 2 episodes I've got to pre-record, or I've already recorded. They'll be going up. So again, a little bit of a buffer. Right now, that series is mainly just garden pokes. I've done with all my planting. I don't think there's anything left to do. All that's really left is weeding, and then eventually we'll be getting into some harvest stuff. Garlic is coming up pretty soon. It'll probably be mid-July, real time that I harvest that. But it probably will be like that late, beginning August, maybe late July episode that goes up. But then the onions will be coming, the potatoes will be coming, the carrots will be coming, peas will be on and off. The fruit, the raspberries and strawberries are doing really, really good. So once I get into stuff like that, I'll probably be throwing 1 or 2 of those in to an episode. But again, once I show it once, I probably don't really want to show it again. Other than that, I believe that leaves Tuesdays. Now, getting 6 episodes a week out is very, very ambitious for me. Like I said previously, I work a full-time job. This is just a hobby. I'd love for it to be a little bit more, but it is what it is. I get done what I can. Like I said, this schedule is flexible based on what I can get done and what I can get up. But with Creative Kitty 09 and Charlie Donut in BC for the month of July, I've got some really, really big plans on doing some pre-recording. So I've got stuff in the vault that I can upload, or that I can edit and then upload, as well as getting it's a little bit more channel art. I want to revamp some of my logos and title screens. I've kind of got the feel of the end screens now, so I kind of want to do something a little bit more consistent with those. As well as getting a little bit more consistency on my thumbnails in general. I have been working towards it, and you might have noticed the border around all of my thumbnails, just different colors based on the different series. I may do a couple other changes on that. I'm not too sure. But going back to the Tuesdays, they are going to be, they're going to be if I get a chance, if I've got something to throw up. Well, I've got a lot of stuff. I've got the Hey I Used to Play That. I've got like 8 episodes of that recorded. I haven't actually had a chance to edit it and upload it. I just really haven't had the time. There's Staxels. There's My Time at Porsche, Academia School Simulator. These are all the Sims 4. I've gotten a request recently for more of the Wakfu Sims 4, so I think I might be throwing together a couple, doing some of the villains from that series, creating some characters for those. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that can go up on the Tuesdays. It's just I don't have a lot of time. So when I get the time to do it, I'm going to try to do them, throw them in there, and we'll just have to see how it goes. One other thing I've been thinking about, at least give me a good opportunity to try, is I may try to do a little bit of streaming while Creative Kitty 09 and Charlie Donut are out of the house. Not because I don't want them here when I do it, but again, I've got a lot more free time for the next month. So hopefully I can sit down, figure it out a little bit. I've got some ideas that I'll either be streaming sort of my setup for Chicken Run, my setups for the 5-minute series, because there's a lot of work on those that goes into the background that doesn't get up onto the videos, especially in the 5-minute ones. It takes a lot of prep work to get those ready to go, so I can sort of, filter it all down into a 5-minute episode, which, I mean, okay, I'll be the first one to say they're not 5 minutes. 6 is probably my average overall, but I aim for that 5 minutes just to try to, force myself to stick to the basics. And, I want, my intention with that series was, if you're looking to troubleshoot a problem and you're watching like a Let's Play that's done it, there could be 30 minutes to an hour of gameplay, and you're only looking for that, little brief segment that focuses on that one block that you're having trouble with. That's sort of why I kind of wanted to make that like a 5-minute video focused on individual blocks or individual ideas. So anyways, that's option 1 with streaming. Option 2 would be doing some of the Tuesday style videos, which are the Staxels, the My Time at Porsche, the Academia School Simulator. Plus there's a lot of other games out there that I just wish I had time to play, but, I am an adult. I don't have as much free time as I would like. But you know what? It is what it is, and I make do with the time I've got. And if I can't get to it, I can't get to it. I'm sorry. Last thing I want to talk about in this is support. Not just support that all you guys have been giving me, but support that I want to be giving you guys. That's probably about the 3rd, 4th time I've mentioned it. I do work a full-time job. Creative Kitty's got a lot of activities after school. I've got stuff, I've got my hockey. She's got gymnastics. She's got music. It eats up a lot of weeknights, a couple of weekends. So I do find that I really can only find like an hour a night to put into watching other people's videos. And there's just so many people out there that I really, really want to support, and I really feel bad. Twitter is sort of like my main go-to for finding videos. I do retweet them with the intention of being able to go back into my tweeted feeds and then be able to pull them out and say, yeah, this is something that I wanted to watch. The Minecraft Hardcore Challenge, I do go into the Discord to watch that one as well. But again, I've got to pick and choose each and every episode. I can't get to everybody's. Unfortunately, if I had more time, I would be. But unfortunately, time is premium when you've got a lot of hobbies and a lot of things that you want to do. So, but again, thank you guys for all your support. I've seen some really, really big growth over the last, couple months. I've only seriously been doing YouTube since November. That's when I first started the 5-minute series, started uploading those. Creative Kitty and I have done videos on and off since Father's Day 2 years ago. But I mean, again, they were very haphazard. They were whenever she was in the mood for it, whenever I was in the mood for it, whenever we had time. But since we've been focusing November, we're up to 125 subscribers. I think actually 126. Since we hit 100, we haven't really been going up with subscribers, but my watch time has doubled throughout the month. I've gone from about 1,500 minutes to almost 3,000 minutes, which is not super high, but it's a 50% or it's a 100% improvement on what I was doing the last 28 days before that. So again, that's all thanks to you guys. Love you guys for all your support. Let me know if you got any comments. Let me know if you got any ideas. You can get a hold of me on Twitter. I've got a Discord link, which is below. I'm on Pinterest. I'm on Instagram. The Feed the Beast forums. I'm on there, though I've been actually pretty bad lately about updating that one. But that's going to be it for this. This has been the July State of the Channel address. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully it was interesting. Let me know if you got any comments about anything that is going on here. And I will see you guys next time. All right, goodbye. All right.
Yeah, also, let me show you to the staff room.
What's this sign over here? What's this particular sign?
Oh, yeah,
here?
It's the Employee of the Month.
Oh, that's the Employee of the Month. Who was the Employee of the Month this month?
John.
John the Bunny was the Employee of the Month?
Yep, John the Bunny.
He was the Employee of the Month.